Namo Loe Sauriyantam, Namo Loe Sauridam, Namo Loe Sauriyam, Namo Loe Saujayam, Namo Loe Sautrikavati Savanam, Omkaramendo Sanyutam Nityam Jayanti Yogina, Kamadam Okshadam Se Omkarai Namo Namo, Manganam Bhagavan Yo Manganam Uttamam, Mangalam Kunkundari Ujendram Bosu Mangalam Namas Nagasana, Swanam Bhutya Chakasti Tiksovai Bhavaya Vivaha Jyotinjata.
Om Namo Loe Sarvatrikavarti Arhantanam. Om Namo Loe Sarvatrikavarti Siddhanam. Om Namo Loe Sarvatrikavarti Ayaryanam. Om Namo Loe Sarvatrikavarti Ojjayanam. Om Namo Loe Sarvatrikavarti Savanam. Eso Panchanamukaro Sarvapavapanasano Manglalancha Sarvesing Padamam Hoy Manglam. Omkaram Bindu Sanyuktam Nityan Dhyayanti Yoginam Kamadam Moksadam Cheva Omkaraya Namo Nama Namo Samaysaraya Svana Bhutya Chakasate Chitsavavaya Bhavaya Sarva Bhavantarachide Agnanatimirandanam Gnana Anjana Salakaya Chaksuram Militam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namah Tirthankaro Jagatana Jayvantavarto Omkarnad Jinano Jayvantavarto Jinana Samo Sarana Sau Jayvantavarto Ne Tirthachara Jagama Jayvantavarto Namo E Tirthanayakane Namo Omkarnadane Omkara Sangaryotene Namo Te Sri Kunda Kundane Aho upakara jinavarano kundano dvani divyano jina kunda dvani apya aho te guru kanano aho te bhagavati matano dhruva achalane anupama gati pamela sarve siddhane vandi kaho sutta kevali bhashita asamaya pravrata are Om Eka Suddha Sada Arupi Gnana Darasanamaya Kare Kai Anyate Marujari Paramanu Matra Natiyare Jamanetrate Majagnana Natikara Kanati Vedaka Are Jani Jakaramo Daya Nirajara Bandate Majamokshane Om Namah Siddhebhyo, Om Namah Siddhebhyo, Om Suddhatmane Namaha. Jai Jinendra, everybody. So here we are going to start. Samaysar, Stanza 1 to 5. Okay, so what we have done so far, we have finished stanza 1 to stanza 5. We have gone in great details about each stanza. So not to get kind of confused or get lost into this so much information, that I think it's better we just make exactly what in short all this 5 stanza tells us, what they want to impart knowledge to us. So we will just go through it more. You already know those things. You are already expert in this one. You already are aware of those things. But just to tie up whole thing, it is better we just revise, because as I said, 6 stanza is a really a big jump coming until so far what we have done practically is nothing. When we come to 6 stanza, 6 to 14 stanza, basically those are the heart of the Samaysar. And for that thing, we just have to make sure that our base is becoming solid. We already know what we have learned so far and everything. So we'll go from stanza 1 to 5. In short, we'll be going. You already know about it. We may not have much to add. And if there is any question coming, please throw it to me so we can also discuss that question too. So, for Samaysar, Sri Acharya Kundu Kunda Dev says that one who reads and assimilates its message. That means practice is its inherent nature of the eternal soul, will definitely obtain truth and will attain supreme bliss. This is the last stanza that Kunkun Swami writes in stanza 415. In that one, he says, whatever so far I have talked about, all these things that what I talked about, that one reads and simply reading means nothing. I can read out everything. I can read the storybook and everything. But assimilation, think about it. We go to watch a movie. We come out of the movie. We enjoy the movie. We get engrossed in the movie. And when we come back, we remember scene after scene after scene. Oh my God, that was very good scene. This was very nice thing. So those are called assimilation, because I had a liking for the movie and then I enjoyed it. And now I'm just assimilating that part. Similarly, when we are reading the scripture, it's not simply just for the sake of reading scripture alone, but while reading, whatever the message is there, that I try to assimilate that message. There are 4 anuyogs, 4 types of expositions in the scripture. Means all our scriptures are so wide and huge numbers that they are divided into 4 different parts. Storytelling scripture, Prathamanuyog, conduct related scripture, Charananuyog, pure mathematics or Karnanuyog, and hardcore philosophy, metaphysics, that is called Dravyanuyog. All these 4 types of a major division of the scriptures, only one aim only, and that is to obtain vitragta, to obtain passionless state. If any of the scripture doesn't lead me to that state, that means they are not the right scripture for me. Even if I read the story of Lord Mahavir, simple thing that, he was Marichi and he was arrogant and everything, and then Marichi became Mahavir, and all the journey when we read that one, that tells us that, there is no way I can be arrogant. Mahavir's life teaches me, something like that. So what over here is, when I read, I have to assimilate. I have to take the message. And what's the message? Central message in all the scripture is, how can I get engrossed in my inherent nature of this soul? And once I get engrossed, that will ultimately give me supreme bliss. And that's what Kunkun Swami says, that one has to read the scripture that way. Millions of scriptures message is included in Samaysar. If we digest the Samaysar alone, then there is a millions of scriptural messages included in this one. 1 second. Okay. Then, now it's a cow of plenty and a wish fulfilling tree. In the scripture, there is something called Kamdhenu and Kalpa Vruksha comes. Kamdhenu means it's a cow of plenty, means you ask for it and you get it. Same thing, Kalpa Vruksha, you have wished something and your wish gets fulfilled. So this Samaysar is Kamdhenu and Kalpa Vruksha for the aspirant soul. The soul who has obtained right faith, this scriptures will take him all the way to the liberation state. There's a the description of eternal pure nature of the soul through which one can obtain right faith, right knowledge, and right conduct. This is what Samaysar keeps on telling. That's what Kunkun Swami tells us that this is what I'm going to talk to you about. Now then, right away, he starts with the word Samay. And what that Samay means, let me just slow down this. Okay. Samay means it's called time. It's also used, word is also used for country, for the area, scripture, opinion, war, etc. Samay is used in multiple different ways. Over here, word Samay is used as follows. There are two words in Samay, Sam and I. Sam means with, along with, and I means to move or to know. I means to move, that means to transform or to know. Knowing is also called I. So, one which transforms. One moves means transforms. One which transforms. Then who are those things? All the six universal substances, they transform every Samay. Every moment they keep on changing. I'm the soul. I'm doing rag, dvesh, krodh, man, maya, lobh, anger, deceit, ego, greed, all kind of thing. Every moment I keep on doing. Similarly, matter particle also keep on doing the same thing. Every moment, matter particle, they keep on changing. Same thing happens in the medium of motion, medium of rate, space and time. All six universal substances keeps on transforming. So one meaning for Samay will be all the universal substances. The other one means one which transforms as well as knows, and that means soul. So here, Kunkun Acharya wants us to say that when I say Samay, that means one which transforms and one which knows. The rest of the five substances, they have no capacity to know. So Samay means soul. Samay means six substances, or it could be, it means soul also. Now when we say Samay means all six universal substances, then Sar means the best. Samaysar. We are coming to the definition of Samaysar. Samay, if it means all six substances, then Sar means the best. That means the best in the six substances is the soul. So that's what I'm going to go for, soul, right? Then, if Samay means the soul, now second meaning. Over here, we take Samay means the six substances. But if we just say Samay means the soul, then Sar means the soul without material, psychic, and quasi-karma, means dravya karma, bhav karma, no karma, rahit. We have already gone through definition. Quickly, we can just go through it. Dravya karma means all, I think it comes next slide, I think. Okay, yeah. Knowledge, obscuring karma, etc. 148 types are called material karma. Now, material karmas are divided into 148 types, and we can just go on and on and on and on for those 148. But important thing is the material karma, the non-living, I have only associative relationship with them. Karma cannot do anything to me. I cannot do anything to karma. That kind of information or idea, when I have it, the rest of the thing becomes very superfluous thing. Includes of attachment and aversion means rag and dvesha, known as bhav karma. Why bhav? Bhav karma means it is occurring within me. I am the soul. This phone cannot have the capacity to know. This pen has no capacity to know. It's only me, living soul, one with the consciousness, can do the rag and dvesh, and that's why it's called bhav karma. We have to remember this word. Whenever the word bhav comes, that means it is occurring into the into the soul. For example, word bhav pap, bhav punyam, bhav karma, bhav astra, bhav bandh, bhav samvar, bhav nijra, bhav moksha. All those things means action occurring in the soul in the form of I'm making my pap bhav. I'm making inauspicious feeling within me. I'm making auspicious feeling within me. Punya, bhav punya. I'm doing rag and dvesh within me. It's a bhav ashrav. I have intensity of rag and dvesh within me. That's what bhav bandh. I have a purity starting within me. It's a bhav samvar. My purity keeps on increasing. Bhav nijra. My purity is complete. Bhav moksha. So everything occurring in this soul it will be denoted with a bhav. So we have to keep that one in mind. On the against thing is material, dravya. Dravya karma or material karma means everything happens in the matter particles, which I'm not responsible for that. I'm the soul. My area of expertise remains within my limited soul's capacity, where my area of the soul, my attributes, my modes, my actions are limited up to there. So, material karma, dravya karma, bhav karma means a rag dvesh, and physical body, spouse, kids, house, etc. They all call quasi karma. So, in Samaysar, this pure nature of the soul is described, which is devoid of material, psychic, and quasi karma. So, this is what Samaysar starts with. Now, to have conviction that I have self-identification means atmiyata, with the eternal pure nature of the soul without material, psychic and quasi karma is a right fit. This is a definition of Samyak Darshan. When do I get Samyak Darshan? It's not that I did so much upvas. It's not that I did so much donation. It's not that I observe so much worshipping and everything. No. When I have self-identification with my eternal true nature, which is without material, psychic, and quasi-karma, as we described in previous slide, that is right faith. Samyak Darshan. That's it. So this is Samyak Darshan. Do I have this one? No. Then I don't have Samyak Darshan. And if I don't have it, then I should. This is the only the way to get to Samyak Darshan. This is only the way to achieve Samyak Darshan. And that's what Tattva Sutra, Adhyay 1, Chapter 1, Sutra 1, it will just say, Samyak Darshan Gnan Charitrani Hi Moksha Margaha. Means Samyak Darshan is the first thing he talks about. Umaswati ji, Acharya ji says Samyak Darshan is most important. How will I get it? By having a self-identification, by getting engrossed in my true nature of the soul. That will be my Samyak Darshan. Now, so we are coming to the first stanza. What does first stanza say? First stanza is always, one or two stanzas are always in any scripture will be invocation of blessing. Whenever the Acharya Bhagwan writes a scripture, first thing he will say, who is the instigator for him to write? How he is writing? What is the subject matter? All those things are included in the invocation of blessing. So over here, Acharya Kunkun Swami says, I'm bowing down to all the siddhas who have attained the state of existence, permanence, immutability, and incomparability. And I'm writing this Samay Pahud, means scripture Samaysar, which has been narrated by all-knowing masters of scripture. See, it's important thing, simple 3 lines, so many things Acharya Bhagwan wants to say. First thing he says that I'm bowing down to Siddha means my aim is Siddha. My aim is liberation. So you want liberation? This is the first stanza I'm telling you. I'm going to talk about liberation. If you are interested, keep reading further. If you are not, you can get out. Then I wrote down this Samaysar name of the scripture, which has been narrated by all-knowing masters of the scripture, means my guru and his guru and Tirthankar Bhagwan, they already have narrated, and that's what I'm going to repeat. I'm going to talk in my own language with my experience. So this is the first stanza, he says, in which he tells us what exactly he's going to talk about. As soon as he finishes first stanza, we are just trying to digest what Acharya Bhagwan wants to tell. Right away, he goes to the center of the subject and says, one who is engrossed in the right faith, knowledge, and conduct is engrossed in the self, means Swasamay. He differentiates Swasamay and Parsamay. Samay means Atma, Samay means soul. When I'm getting engrossed in my right faith, knowledge, and conduct, means I'm engrossed in myself. Swasamay. Soul end up with altered state when direct his attention on material karma's fruition. He therefore is without knowledge of the self. He is engrossed in non-self Parsamay. So right away, he defines two broad categories of these souls. Those who are engrossed into their innate nature, and those who are engrossed in the alien belongings. So faith attribute, the faith attribute, Samyak Darshan, either it could be Samyak Darshan or it could be Mithya Darshan. So right away in the second stanza, Acharya Bhagwan divides Mithya Darshan against Samyak Darshan. This is Samyak Darshan and this is Mithya Darshan. Mithya Darshan means I have an interest in the alien objects of the universe. This is my phone and I love it. Or this is my phone, I don't like it, I have to have a new one. So these are kind of I put mindness to the, I put my wish, I impose on these objects. And that's why I'm trying to look for the happiness from the material objects, and that is a wrong thing, and that is called mithyatva, or that is called parsamay. When I get engrossed within, it's called swasamay. So right away he divides it to swasamay, parsamay. When one removes the notion of self and non-self, then only the thing remains is samay. See, now again, he is very, very particular, telling us that even I'm getting engrossed in the outside material things, or I'm getting engrossed within myself, swasamay, parsamay, but they are also modes in nature. They are the paryaya, they are modifications, and my eternal true nature is constant. There is no modification. So here, take the example of the gold. I had the gold. I took I went to the mine and I got the dirt, and there's a gold mixed with the dirt. So I bring it home. I work on that gold dust with the gold, and then I pass through the process of purification with the fire, etc. And gold becomes one side, dirt becomes other side, and I throw the dirt out, keep the gold with me. Now that I have the gold, I make the chain out of it, I make necklace out of it, I make ring out of it. All the chain, necklace, ring, etc. are gold's modification. But in all the chain, necklace, ring, etc., everywhere, gold is a gold, is a gold, is a gold. In the mind, mixed with the dirt, it was a gold. Pure 100% gold coin is a gold. The ring is a gold. Necklace is a gold. All those things are gold. Gold is a gold, is a gold. So samay is a samay. When you take parsamay and swasamay out, that means whatever remains is me, my pure nature. That's what I am. So that's what he's taking. This is the second stanza. And Kunkun Swami really works very hard. He doesn't want to just fool around anywhere else. He just goes to the center of the problem to tell us what to do. This Samay is exactly the same. This Samay is exactly the same, starting from Nigod all the way to liberated soul. Means eternal true nature of the self is the same in Nigod, is same in the liberated soul, and same in between all these four realms of existence. So this is the Samay that I'm going to talk about, he says. Then once he says Swasamay, Parsamay, Mithyatvan, Samyaktva, he just makes us think about it. Now he says what is happening. Upon getting engrossed in the alien beings, there is deprivation of the deprivation of the true self. Therefore, duality is generated. Look, I'm looking outside material thing. This one, I love it. This one, I love it. This one, I may not like it. So I am just getting engrossed in the alien belongings. And when I'm looking at the alien belonging, that means I'm not looking at my true self. The vision can be either to the alien objects or towards me only. Two things only can happen. One thing only can happen out of two situations. Either my vision is engrossed in the alien belongings, all those things that I have in front of me that I have likes or dislikes, or I'm just engrossed within myself. That's it. So when I'm looking outside, then the duality is generated. Object and me. Two things are there. So duality is generated. And over here, this stanza shows the problem with this duality nature. So second stanza, he said that there is a Parsamay and Swasamay. Now he says, when I'm in the Parsamay, there is duality is generated. And this duality has a problem. What kind of problem? A substance having solitariness with the self has the beauty of its own in the universe. Anything in any substance of the universe, when that substance is engrossed within, then it's a beautiful thing. Now, or solitariness, ekatva. When I have the ekatva within my true nature, there is a beautiful thing in the universe. There is no duality. It's me and me and me only. That's it. So, Pudgal, matter particle, they have no brain. So we are not going to worry about them. Now, of course, we can talk more about them also, but that's not the subject right now. Dharmastikai, Adharmastikai, Akash and Kal, medium of motion, medium of rest, space and time, they are pure by themselves. They never look anywhere else. They remain pure. And because they remain pure, because they remain within their own nature, that's why they are beautiful. Soul, transmigratory soul like us, having the interest in the alien objects, and the matter particle, they are also in an impure form. So those are not beautiful thing at all. Let's see what it says. Innate form or deluded form, substance remains in its own existence. Now I'm in the innate form right now, or I'm in the deluded form, but my own existence remains the same. Deluded form is associated with the misery. Deluded form, when I have the duality, when I'm looking at the alien being, I direct my attention to alien being, then there's duality, and that produces misery. What misery am I getting it? I'm hungry. I get a food. Fantastic food is given to me. I ate. I'm happy. Where is the misery over here? Well, if the food was making me happy, then more food should make me more happy. And no, that doesn't happen. because after eating so much, then I said, no, I can't take it no more, because the same food which was giving me happiness now doesn't give me happiness. So it produces misery. Now, as I said, the soul in its innate form, soul engrossed within, it's called non-duality, it's called true self, and that is beautiful. Same way, in the matter particle, atom, atomic particle, the Pudgal Parmanu, the smallest possible part, let's take this cube over here. I take this cube and I break into two, and another two pieces, another two pieces, and finally a point comes in which I cannot divide further. That is called atomic particle. It is called Pudgal Parmanu, and that is not the same as a science atom. Science atom has a neutron, proton, electrons, and all kind of thing. Proton also has quarks and everything. So Jainism atomic particle is way far microscopic than science particle. So science also knows atom also has lots of other particles inside. So Jainism does not collude with the science. In fact, Jainism leads science to the right thing. So that atomic particle in the free form is a pure, and because atomic particle means Pudgal particle, means matter particle, they have touch, taste, smell, and all those attributes are there. Touch attribute is there. Because of touch attribute, one atomic particle will combine with the second atomic particle, and they'll become two in nature. Then 3 and 4 and 5 and millions of atomic particles get together, and it becomes aggregate molecule. And this is the diluted form of the matter particle. So soul's diluted form is to just look into the alien belonging, to draw the attention to the alien belonging. And but soul's true form is to look within non-duality state. Same way, atomic particle is a pure form of matter. But when they are aggregate molecule, then it's an impure form. So out of 6 substances, only soul and matter they have capacity to be the diluted form in this pattern. So now he's coming to the third stanza. In third stanza, what he says, that there's a duality is there because I have directed my attention to the alien belonging. Now, Bijani Sathe Bandhani Katha means bondage with the alien belonging. I have the attention drawn to the alien belonging. That's a bondage. Say a soul ends up with bondage as a result of fruition of material karma. This is reprehensible, it's deceiving, and it's contrariety. So this is not right. So in third stanza, he says these are not a right thing that we are in. This makes soul as non-self entity, means anatma. Second stanza was swasamai, parsamai. In the third stanza, parsamai is a bad. That's what Acharya Bhagavan said. Now he talks about fourth stanza. What is fourth stanza talking to us? Fourth stanza says, since time infinite, transmigrated soul has heard, familiarized, and experienced the story of the inclination of attachment. Since time infinite, when I was in Nigo, slowest possible form of life, or now I'm the 5-sense sentient being, I have experienced, familiarized, heard the stories, everything about inclination of attachment and aversion. Rag and Dvesh, that's all I kept on doing. Even I was 1-sense life, or I'm a 5-sense human being, it doesn't make any difference. I have an inclination of attachment to the alien objects. I enjoy them, and having bondage occurs due to that association. That's called Kama Bhoga Bandhani Katha. It's called Kama Bhoga Bandhani Katha. We'll just talk that one quickly. objects of touch and taste, taste as influence of attachment is called calm. Object of touch and taste, first two senses, that's called influence of attachment, that's called calm. And bhog means smell, seeing and hearing is called bhog. So calm and bhog means all the five senses are included. Objects of all the five senses are calm and bhog. Transmigratory soul has heard, familiarized with this influence of attachment and enjoyed them since time infinite. When I was in a one sense life, I was the lowest form of life, or five sense human being. I'm just got engrossed with a influence of attachment of calm and bhog, all the five senses. That's all I have kept on doing since time infinite. And these living beings have created habit of this reflective thoughts of auspicious and inauspicious inclination. Means I like this, I don't like this, I enjoy this, I hate this. This kind of reflective thought, this kind of vikalp gnan, this kind of reflective thought in the sense thinking about it, likes and dislike. Think about it. Since morning till night now, how many things I did? Only two things I did. Either I like something or I didn't like something. When I'm hungry, I didn't like it. When I ate, I liked it. When I took a nap, I liked it. When I had to wake up from the nap prematurely, I didn't like. So likes and dislike. That's all I kept on doing. Since time infinite, I keep on doing. Since time infinite, I keep on doing likes and dislikes. Therefore, it is easy for me to attain this state. A child is born. Child doesn't walk right now. Then slowly he just starts walking. It's kind of a very effort for the child to stand up even. This toddler tries to stand up and falls down several times. Then he has to take a support. And gradually he attains strength. And now he can stand up, walk, run without any support. In beginning it was difficult. Similarly, what has happened over here? Since time infinite, I keep on doing rag, dvesh, all the time I keep on doing it. Now it has become second nature for me. And if I don't do it, then I said, wait a second, I'm supposed to do rag, dvesh. Why I'm not doing it? So that kind of thing has become second nature for me. So the soul has never heard the separateness of the soul from the inclinations and oneness with the innate form. Now, Acharya Bhagwan says, this soul has never heard this story of staying away from Ragdvesh and to go into the innate nature. You mean I've never heard it? We are talking right now. This is revision we are doing. We have done this one for very, very deep study and everything. You mean we never heard it? Acharya Bhagwan says, no, because you have not familiarized and experienced that state. Acharya Bhagwan says, I talked to you about the innate nature of the soul. You heard about it, but did you practice? Did you experience? When you're not experienced, that means you are not even heard this story. That's what he says. So then Padmanandi Muniraj says, Tat priti chitte na yena varta pihi sruta nishchitam sa bhavet bhavya bhavi nirvana bhajanam. What it means? It means one has listened carefully the story of eternal innate nature of the soul, separate from the inclination of attachment. This living being is a potential soul, means Bhavya Jeev, and he will obtain liberation in a short time. Look at the Acharya Bhagwan, how much confidence he puts on us. He says, if you have heard this Samaysar, you hear this one, and you put into the action, your influence of attachment, it will go away by itself. You don't have to make any effort to throw them out. I don't have to say, I want to remove my rag and dvesh. I want to remove my rag. No, it will never go away that way. Only thing, if I just look within myself with the innate nature, then rag dvesh automatically starts going away. And that Acharya Bhagavan says it's a potential soul, it's a bhavya jeev, and he is going to get a liberation in a short time. So this is in the past I have known the nature of the eternal pure soul, but was in the form of retention of knowledge perspective. Dharana Gnan Mahatu. It was just on the intellectual level only. Remember how many times we all went to Samaysar, Bhagwan Samaysar? We all went infinite times. Infinite times. And Bhagwan is a best guru. Why nothing happened to me? Why only Gautam Swami listened once only, and he had a Manapurya Gnan and everything, and he was that close to get a Keval Gnan. And I went infinite time and came back? Yes, because everything what I heard was retention of knowledge perspective. Dharana Gnan, only intellectual level. I never put it to my heart. Knew the fact in the reflective thoughts only. This fact was known only in reflective thoughts. Now, beyond the reflective thought, when one goes, then he obtains the Samyak Darshan, which I never tried to go out. Never did discrimination between reflective thought and eternal pure nature of the soul. So far, I have never done. That's why I don't have Samyak Darshan. That's why I'm hanging around over here. Therefore, never experience the innate nature. So this is the reason I have done rag this, so much for time infinite. It becomes second nature. And my true nature, I have not experienced because I have not paid attention there. So, Sri Kunkunacharya Dev says that I'm going to tell you the story of the eternal true nature of the self separate from the alien belongings. So he says, okay, you have not heard the story? Don't worry about it. It's not too late. I'm going to tell you all those things. Listen carefully. Then he starts with the stanza 5 that way. And in the stanza 5 he says, Acharya Bhagavan says, therefore I'm going to show the nature of the soul, which is solitariness of its own and separateness from all alien belongings. That's what I'm going to show you right now. Means I'm going to show you Ekatva Vibhakta Atmano Shwarup. I'm going to show you the solitariness of my own nature and separateness from all alien belonging. So those things I'm going to show you.
Uncle?
Yes.
How is that different from the Ekatva Nischay in Gatha 3?
Which Gatha?
How is the concept of Ekatva Vibhakta Atma different from the concept of Ekatva Nischay as described in Gatha 3?
Okay. Ekatva Nischay means pure nature of the soul only. And no, sorry, hold it. Ekatva Nischay means I have made solitariness with the alien object since time infinite. And that's what Ekatva Nischay Gata Samaysar Vatra Sundar Lokma Tethi Bane Vikhvadini Bandhan Katha Vita Yogma. So there I have made the solitariness with the alien objects. So see word Ekatva is, and again the next within 2 or 3 slides it's coming now, what Ekatva means. What Kunkun Swami wants to say, okay, Ekatva you have to do it, but with whom? With my true nature. I don't want to do Ekatva with the alien objects. When I do the alien objects, I have to my Ekatva with this one. That means it is my transmigration. But same Ekatva, now I bring it to my true nature. That means it's an end of the transmigration. Means Samyak Darshan. And I'm keep on progressing further up. So Ekatva Nischay Gata Samaysar Vatra Sundar Lokama Tethi bane vikavadini bandhan katha vid. So what he was trying to say there, when I had the solitariness with the alien object, that is bad. But when I make solitariness with my own self, then it's a perfect thing. That's what ekatva nishchay, that he was trying to say there, you know. Now over here, ekatva and vibhakta atma. Ekatva means, yes, I'm going to show you from affirmative point of view, I'm going to show you the solitariness with the true nature. And from a negative perspective, I'm going to say, remove your attachment from the alien objects. So a positive affirmation, ekatva with the soul. Negative affirmation, giving up my rag and dvesh. So I'm going to show the grandeur of the innate nature of this eternal soul, full of knowledge, vitality, and supersensuous bliss. And this is what I'm going to show you, that he says. He's ignoring the glorification of the universal alien objects as well as auspicious, inauspicious inclination. Remember, I mean, there is a glorification of the universal alien objects too. 50 years back, 75, 100 years back, people did not know that one can fly. And now you can go all the way to the moon and different places, all kind of things. You can go from point A to point B, just like that you can move. So these are the glorification of the universal objects. As early as last 30 years time we can take it. There is no computer. 30 years back, if we are talking, I'll be in Phoenix, you'll be in New York. You won't be having, now we have the computer and we can talk to each other as if we are sitting to each other in one room only. That's an alien object's glorification. But Acharya Bhagwan says, are you impressed with those alien objects? Then think about how much strength you have within you. Who knows all these things, who has created all those things. So he just says, I'm going to ignore all those auspicious, inauspicious inclination and glorification of the universal objects. I'm telling you, not only because Omniscient Lord has said so, but my own experience also about this one. And I'm going to tell you innate nature of the eternal soul. That's what Kunkun Swami tells us. He says, saying means reflective thoughts. I'm talking, I'm thinking, I'm presenting, reflective thought. He strongly believes that these reflective thoughts are also not the real nature of the eternal soul. The real nature of the eternal soul is self-experiencing, going beyond the reflective thought, getting engrossed within my true nature of the self, primary abstract comprehension, nirvikalpta. I went to the party and I enjoyed the party thoroughly. While I'm enjoying, I'm just simply enjoying. I like the music, I like my friends, I like food, I like drinks, all kind of things. I like it. I like decor and all kind of things. Then at the time I'm enjoying it. Now when I come home and my son asked me, my wife asked, how was the party described? Now I'm describing in a reflective thoughts. I'm describing the whole party completely, exactly what was it, what was not there, what was the best thing, and all the things. I'm just the description is called reflective thoughts. And that is not the enjoyment of the party. Just by listening to that, you won't enjoy. You want to enjoy, you have to be there too. So over here, Kunkun Swami said that I enjoyed my innate nature. I enjoyed it. Now I'm describing to you. Describing doesn't mean anything to me because I had to come out of my experiencing phase. So experiencing phase is most important. Description means a reflective thought, means still it is not the real nature of the soul. Furthermore, he gives instruction to the listener. He now wants the listener that they should hear, decide themselves and with comprehensive knowledge, accept the message, and thereafter to experience the innate nature of the eternal soul. One time Gurudev Kanji Swami is sitting and he's talking, and Himmat Bhai, the one who translated all this literature, he's also enjoying Gurudev's discussion, everything. And then Himmat Bhai said, Himmat Mama we call him, that he was a Ben's brother. So that's why Ben we call him Mataji. So his brother, her brother is Himmat Bhai, so we call him Mama. The Himmat Mama said to Gurudev, Gurudev, you are talking and you are enjoying your talk. It appears as if you are eating the sweet from the dabba, from the container. So Gurudev said, container is open. You can also start eating the sweet. You can also have the enjoyment the same way. Means I have the experience of my true nature. And from my experience, I'm talking from my experience. If you enjoy that one, get the experience yourself also. And that will be the real understanding, real listening of the scripture from your perspective. Now, what's the responsibility of the listener? To listen with the utmost attention, understand with comprehensive knowledge, means praman gnan, means to know this nature of the soul from all different angles. What is the substantial perspective? What's the infinite attribute means? What's the unity of infinite attribute means? What is the modal perspective? How long the mode lives? What's the origination of the mode? What's the cessation of the mode? What's the constant? All those things I have to understand the comprehensive knowledge. Then to experience the innate nature of the soul. Now that I know exactly my nature of the soul, then I experience my nature of the soul. Not to keep knowledge for retention purpose. Not to keep knowledge only for the sake of knowing only. So what a big deal. This telephone is a portable thing, and it has a tremendous capacity of retention of knowledge. Whatever I need, telephone number of anybody, it can give me. Whatever email I want to see, it can give me. But it's a retention of knowledge. It is not going into action. So if I'm also saying the retention of knowledge from the intellectual aspect only, and not to get engrossed within myself, then all this knowledge is useless. Final acceptance of the discourse occurs to the listener when he experiences eternal true nature of the self, devoid of any inclination of attachment and aversion. This is what is called responsibility of the listener. Listen, digest, action, experience. This is what this is what Guru wants me to do it. This will be my total submission to the Guru if I also experience my true nature of the self. So self-experiencing is important. Personal effort means purusharth of self-experiencing of the eternal true nature of the soul is important for the aspirant soul. Self-experiencing is very, very important. That's where my personal effort should go. At this time, Omniscient Lord, Holy Scripture, enlightened true teachers are present as an instrumental call. When I'm ready to go within my true nature of the self, Dev, Shastra, Guru are always present as instrumental cause. They are present. I don't have to go for looking for them. When I'm ready, they are there. So I had to concentrate on myself. So Kunkun Swami says, I want to impart the message that there are 4 things due to which he has obtained his internal grandeur of supersensuous bliss. With this internal grandeur, he is going to show the nature of the eternal self. It has unity with the self, ekatva, and devoid of inclination of attachment means vibhakta. So here he comes that finally Kunkun Swami says, listen, I'm going to talk to ekatva vibhakta soul's nature. What is ekatva? What is vibhakta? That's what I'll be talking to you. Unity with the self is ekatva. Unity with the self is ekatva. infinite attributes and innumerable space points in indivisible form with the sole substance is ekatva. Vibhakta means devoid of alien attachments. Soul is separate from quasi-karma, material karma, psychic karma, and also from its own mode. Because mode is transient in nature. Even though mode occurs within me, but transient. And my nature is not transient. My nature is eternal, true nature, immutable, persistent nature, and that's what my nature is. So even one mode of one samay also is not my nature. So, yes.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, please.
Okay, that part confuses me. The part about a પર્યાય દ્રષ્ટિ હોય અને પછી એક સમય એવી શુદ્ધ પર્યાય આવે અને we have samyak darshan, so now we have dravya drashti, but even in dravya drashti આપણે પર્યાય દ્રષ્ટિ છે પણ આપણો લક્ષ દ્રવ્ય છે, એટલે I don't understand what's going on.
Yes. Okay, see what it is basically, what you have to do, your experiencing is occurring in the mode. Experiencing or changes or happiness, supersensuous bliss, rag, dvesh, anger, deceit, ego, greed, all those things are perceived in the mode only. Your innate nature is it's immutable. It is never changing. So all the experiences are occurring in the mode. Now let's say that my mode right now, let's say 10 modes right now, 1 to 10 modes. And number 1 mode, I'm looking outside. Number 2 mode, alien attachment. Number 3 modes, alien attachment. Number 4 mode, alien. Number 5 mode has drawn the attention to the innate nature. Who brought that one? Mode did that. What did this mode do? What did this paryay do? It experienced the innate nature. Until now, I was experiencing rag and dvesh. Instead of that, now in number 5 mode, I experienced supersensuous bliss. How did I do it? Through my mode. But what did mode do it? Look at my innate nature. So innate nature is more important than the mode. Mode becomes secondary over here. Even though experience occurs in the mode, it becomes secondary. Now, we'll go one step further because this is very, very delicate point. And you are right at raising that question. That means you are thinking along that why this is happening. I cannot understand because there is explanation given in the scripture. See, mode, think about it. The Gnan is a mirror. The knowledge is a mirror. This mirror reflects everything from outside object. If there is a lion standing, it will show lion. If there is a fire, it will show fire. It will just show garbage, it will show garbage. Whatever is there, the knowledge mode reflects outside material things. At the same time, the same mirror also reflects the eternal true nature of the self also. So, what am I, in my present mode of knowledge, what am I experiencing? The innate nature is also getting experienced. It means it is reflected upon, and all outside alien objects are also reflected. Now, when I have both, because my knowledge has a swapa prakashaka capacity, it has capacity to know the self and alien things, both the things. So that's why this mode is reflecting the alien object. Also, it reflects my true nature. Now, I have my attention drawn to the alien objects all the time. That's why I do not see my experiencing my true nature in the same mode. As we said that example, quickly we'll just go through that. Child is crying and crying because he got hurt and everything. He's screaming with the pain and everything, brought to doctor, and they are trying to take the stitches, whatever, and it is not possible because child is thrashing and everything. So doctor says, call his mother. Mother comes. Mother takes the child in the lap, and the child is still screaming with the pain and everything, and mother start talking and start showing her respect, her attention to the child and everything. And also mother gives candy, lollipop to the child and everything. And now the child starts talking to mother, mom, this thing happened, I fell down, I got hurt, whatever. So now he becomes quiet, and doctor took care of the stitches and everything. Now think about it. Moment before he's screaming with the pain continuously because pain is there. Now the mother comes and his attention is drawn to mother. You mean at that time he does not have pain? He has a pain, but now his attention is drawn away. Same thing, when I'm looking at the alien objects, then I don't have my vision towards my innate nature, which is reflecting in my mode. So if reflection occurs in the mode, action occurs in the mode, all those things occur in the mode, only the thing I have to say, where do I have to draw my attention? So when I draw my attention to the alien, to the innate nature, when I draw my attention to innate nature, drawing the attention means my mode. Action occurs in the mode, but mode says, I'm not important. Important thing is this guy. Eternal true nature is most important. So mode itself makes itself secondary, even though all these actions occur in the mode. So that's what it is, you know. So now over here, when we say devoid of alien attachment means quasi karma, we understand that part. Material karma understand. Psychic karma also understand. But from his own mode means everything occurs in my mode, but my attention is now towards the innate form only. Does it make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. So this is very delicate point, you know, and this is the crux of the things that's you know, if we understand, and again, if there is more question, we will do it, because you know this is very, very, very important thing, because this is the very first brick. We are the initial bricks we are putting it in, and we are going to have our whole empire go on this whole empire, and a whole building will be created, because this thing has to be clear in my mind what exactly it means, you know. So let's see the next quickly now. Pure nature of the soul means, I'm going to show you ekatva, means indivisibility with its own natural innate form. And vibhakta means separateness from the alien objects. Now what are alien object separation means what? Means ekatva means unity with the alien objects. Mamatva means sense of ownership of alien objects. Kartutva means belief that I am the doer. And bhoktrutva means belief that I can enjoy alien objects. If I can digest this slide, I'm ready to go further on the Samaysar, because this is the ekatva vibhakta. Remember, Ankit, your question, ekatva comes here also, ekatva comes here, but ekatva means indivisibility with the innate nature. Innate nature, indivisibility, this is ekatva word used over here. When vibhakta means body is mine, body is mine, body is mine. That kind of ekatva unity with my alien object means my body. Yes.
Gata 3 is the top, and Gata 5 is the bottom.
Yeah. The other one, yeah, the third you said, right? Third, yeah. Ekatva vibhakta. This is the fifth stanza. So there are two ekatvas coming. So this is with a natural innate form. Vibhakta means unit with the
my question specifically is ekatva nischay. That's referring to path number 1, the purple box on top, correct?
Yeah, this one you mean.
That's ekatva nischay.
Yeah, ekatva nischay is over here, yes.
And that's gata number 3.
Yeah. Okay. So ekatva, this ekatva means body is mine, body is mine, body is mine. Mamatva means I can take care of the body's function. I can keep my body weight perfectly normal. I can keep my heart rate normal. I can control my diabetes, my sugar can. So mamatva with my body, the sense of ownership. Kartutva means I can do something. You are sitting in New York. I'm sitting here. Because of me, I can. All those things is a kartutva. It's because I'm doer. I'm the doer. I'm the doer that way. And bhoktrutva means I enjoy the fruits of my labor. I enjoy when I do the rag and dvesh. I become happy or unhappy. So these are the vibhakta atma. So there are. Next time when we meet, we'll just say what are the stanzas over here in the Samaysar which reflects all these 4 steps. And this one is a central theme. Is my pure nature, and that's what we have to continue to think about it. And so this one we already know. This one Acharya Agam Nusevan Yuktinu Alamban Parampara Guru Updesh and Swasamvedan means the scripture, the logic, the guru in the lineage, and my self-experience. These 3 things are instrumental cause. This is my right. This is my true nature, and then he. Yes.
Can you go back to the previous slide, please?
Yes.
Is item 1, 2, and 3 Bear Shastra Guru?
You can. This is the. This is Shastra. This is Guru, and this is the Yukti. Acharya Agam Nusevan, the Dev will come over here also. Omniscient Lord's message and the further Acharya. So Dev and Guru are over here. And this is the Shastra will be over here. Plus, he's putting logic also. And as we talked other day, logic in detail means it's a indirect knowledge. But I read the scripture. From reading the scripture, I try to understand. By listening to the lectures, I try to understand my nature. So that's called logic. And so with those things, then finally, when I obtain my Swasamvedan, means self-experience, that is most important. Then we are coming, that he says that once you listen to these things, then experience and then find it out. Pratyaksa praman means now you understand everything when you experience. Right now, we are doing everything in indirect fashion. Somebody said, somebody had Kunkun Swami experience, he wrote down, and Amritchandracharya Dev also gave the description, and then Gurudev wrote down, and then we learned from them. All these things are indirect thing, but when I have the self-experience, then it will be the right thing. Further, he says, if there is any grammatical mistake, just ignore those things that we have already. Self-experience is a principal thing to consider. Take home message, one must experience eternal true nature of the self. That's it. So basically what we have to do is all these 5 stanzas. First, invocation blessing. Second is Swasamay Parsamay. Third was Parsamay is Swasamay Parsamay. The third one is basically, let me read that stanza. Ekatva Nishchay Gatsa. Ekatva Nishchay Prapta Jaya Samay Chete Loko means if it is a pure nature of the soul, that is the most beautiful thing, and that's a Ekatva Nishchay Gata Samay. And when I'm getting mixed up with the other thing, there's a wrong thing. So that's the third stanza. Fourth one, it says, because I did all these things time and time and time and time again and again and again, that's why I have rag and dvesh, it becomes second nature for me. And fifth stanza, he says, now I'm going to tell you from my experience that what is the right thing. Ekatva vibhakta atma. Ekatva atma means unity with the soul, and vibhakta means ekatva mamatva kartutva bhoktrutva. I will tell you how to separate those things. So having said that, and now that we understand where I am, then next time onwards I'll be able to understand better, because as I said, this is sixth stanza is very important, and some of the things Chirag already touched that one, and it will be coming a lot more in the sixth stanza onwards, and so we'll know it. Okay, so now let's see, any questions so far? Okay. We'll close and then I have a couple of announcements to do. So no questions so far, none? Anybody? Let's see, nobody yet.
Everything's clear.
Huh?
Everything is clear.
Everything, okay, that's good. I'm glad. Okay. Okay, so let's just say closing right now. Sarvamangala-mangalyam sarvakalyanakarakam pradhanam sarvadharmanam jainam jaitu sasanam jainam jaitu sasanam jhavani ke gyan se suje lokalo sovani mastaka namo sada detam dham. No one namo ka mantra. Thank you very much, everybody.